We are well on our way in 2017, so let me ask you, how are those resolutions coming? Are you exercising more? Are you eating better? Have you learned a second language? Have you stopped smoking? Have you started vaping? Less than you were before. See what I did there? It was like a whew, took you one way and whew, it was like a whew. Whatever your resolutions were and are, sometimes they are incredibly difficult to keep, and here's why. Often resolutions can be these big all or nothing types of things. The problem with that is, once we fail, we get discouraged and often don't keep going. So how about instead of resolutions, we try goals? And instead of just goals, how about SMART goals? SMART is an acronym. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. If you turn your resolutions into SMART goals, you'll be far more likely to stick to it and therefore make those life changes that you were hoping for. Let's use a popular one like exercise. Instead of having the broad stroke resolution of I should exercise more, break it down into a SMART goal. S, make it specific. If you want to exercise more, give yourself the who, what, when, where, why, and how. It could sound like this. I want to exercise by walking my dog 3 mornings a week through my neighborhood so I can feel and look better. That is far more specific than just I want to exercise more. And with that specificness, with that type of specificity, you will know if you are succeeding or failing. Make it measurable. Give yourself a number. In this case, it's 3 times a week. It's super easy to know whether you're hitting it or missing it if you have an exact number you're trying to hold to. Make it attainable. Make it realistic to your life. Let's say you're a mom of 3 kids who has a full-time job, or you're a student who's taking 21 units and has a part-time job. Saying you're gonna exercise for 3 hours, 5 days a week is probably not attainable. The key here is to not think of it as big and small goals, but as attainable or achievable ones. You'll feel far better achieving a smaller goal than missing a much loftier one. Make it relevant. We all have a very finite amount of time in our life, so if it isn't relevant or needed in your life, don't waste your time on it. I own 3 Rosetta Stones. Why? I don't know, but it's not relevant in my life to learn 4 total languages. At least not at this point. Or probably ever. Probably never. And finally, make it timely. Give yourself a deadline. This is particularly easy for things that you're trying to accomplish rather than setting a pattern. If your goal was to read 4 books by the end of April, then you know whether or not you did it. It gets a little bit more complicated when you're trying to develop or set a pattern. But here's what I like to do. This may sound crazy, but I like to grade myself. If I want to go to the gym 3 times a week and check in on that by April, that would be 3 times a week for 12 weeks, coming out to 36 times. Then I can divide that number by the amount of times I actually went to the gym and get a percentage to let me know how I'm doing. So whatever your resolution was, try to make it a SMART goal by making it specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely, and see how much further you can go. I'm Sean Patrick, and we'll see you next time.